not soundproof at all. Really bad, evil things are happening, and you can't escape them, just the... I'm Jackson Kodani. I am a third-year music composition major, and I participated in the summer undergraduate research program here at KSU this summer. The main part of my research project is creating a staging guide for Rimsky-Korsakov's opera Cachet the Immortal. So a staging guide is the complete instruction manual on how to put on a work. So for an opera, it'll include history of not only just this opera, but like the context in which the opera fits. For this opera specifically, it was written over 100 years ago in 1902, and it only received its US premiere in 2018. My goal with this project is to make it more accessible, to perform more. I think opera is and is going to continue to kind of become more present in everybody's lives, hopefully. So like is the main motive for Tsarevna. And now opera, it kind of landed in my lap almost. I had been interested in opera in the later years of high school. When I got to KSU, my professor, she gave me a ticket to The Magic Flute by Mozart. When I saw that conductor, I was like, oh, this is something I want to do. I saw him create just such a homogenized sound of like 60 people in the pit plus all 100 people on stage. They were one being, and I was like, okay, this is something I want to do. I want to be at the helm at. I want to direct that. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. Awesome. No matter how nervous I am before conducting anything, once I'm on the podium, I don't feel that nerve. It's the most comfortable I've ever felt on stage. And I was like, okay, yeah, this is it. Yeah, that was nice. What opera really comes down to is humanity, and just showcasing that is really important. If it was me as a freshman, I'd be like, why would I be doing research? I don't know anything about it. But that's kind of the point of research. You don't know, but you find out. The biggest thing that I've had to tell myself, and what I think everybody should hear, is no dream is too big. Limiting your dreams only limits the amount of progress you can make. If you think, oh, well, I can't do it, you're not gonna do it. If there's something you want to do, you can find a way to do it. What I really want people to know is that the arts are not fake. It's not just about sounding pretty, looking pretty. It's about healing, and they are really important because music, whether you go there to escape it or you use music to process how you're feeling, whether you write or listen to music, it is truly helpful, and everybody experiences music somewhere or another. So I think people need to just accept and realize that music can and will help you. You just have to be willing to figure out ways how it works for you.
Yeah, I'll get Duncan. I actually got Duncan before I got here. I love Duncan. Because we got this data, and it's that all the bridges in the US, right? And I have to clean the data first, and I have to split it up, and then I have to train a model. So when I cleaned the data, there was actually I can show you guys. There's hi, my name is Kiara O'Neill. I'm an upcoming senior at KSU, and I just participated in the summer undergraduate research program. Currently, when we inspect bridges, you have to go out there, you have to see if there's even anything out there, any defects, any deterioration. But with the goal of my research, we are trying to predict that deterioration before it even happens. So we're able to proactively make sure that these bridges are safe. Okay, we're working with data with bridges that look just like this one. And with my research, we are taking that data and developing deep learning models that are able to predict defects that might happen in bridges just like this one. So we're using bridge data from the National Department of Transportation dating back all the way to the early 2000s. And we use that data and we train an AI model based on that. And the AI model was able to predict the level of deterioration in the years to come. If there's a super big crack that leads to it needing to be fixed, then they'd have to shut down the entire bridge and they would have someone have to come out there and manually fix it. And obviously there's cars that go over, so that dismisses the entire track. Trucks that go over who carry a lot of inventory. So it costs a lot of money as well. And it costs a lot of time. So how many times even getting here did you have to cross a bridge? And obviously bridges, when they collapse, it's not a good thing. So making sure everyone's safe and making sure we're able to cut those costs, reduce that human error as well, is something really important. The CCSE has a Discord that I joined, and I was just going through it, and someone was like, oh, we have an AI club, and I joined the club. And then someone was like, oh, I did robotics as a sophomore, and I was like, mind you, I'm a freshman, so I know he just started sophomore year. And I was like, okay. And then he showed me the first year scholars program and I still had a week to apply. So I was like, okay. Even though this is technically civil engineering research, foundationally, I've just been developing AI models. So it still has that computer science overlap. But with this research project, I've definitely delved more into civil engineering principles. I had to look up a whole entire code book and read through that to see the different structure types, the different qualities that come into looking at a bridge, like the type of material they'll use, the type of design, the total traffic that's on the bridges. And then we even have a weather one as well. So I definitely learned more civil engineering aspects. I still want to do research-esque things, not necessarily a professor though. I'd love to work for a research institute that does civil engineering stuff, so I can still present my research and write things. At first I didn't even think about civil engineering, but after this research I'm this is definitely something I want to delve deeper into. So going from just a thought to having concrete results and maybe even a paper, the whole process is fun for me. I know a lot of people don't find that fun, but I do. This is something beyond my wildest dreams, honestly, because I remember when I first came here as a freshman, I saw the research table. I didn't even give it a second look because I was okay, that's senior, junior kind of thing. I didn't even know a freshman could do it. So to be able to have this much research experience as a freshman, it's just crazy. And I'm so thankful that I went here because I'm I don't think I'd be able to get this much research experience and getting paid anywhere else, so.
My job is to figure out why. Why is it moving sometimes? Why is it not moving other times? How is it happening? The mechanism behind it.
Hi, my name is Frances Conkle. I'm a rising junior here at KSU. I'm a biology major, and this summer I participated in the summer undergraduate research program. This summer, I really focused on fruit flies and their fat distribution and form.
This is a CO2 canister, which is hooked up to this gun, and this is how you anesthetize them. When you hit the flies with it, it makes them just fall asleep, but it's doesn't hurt them at all, which is nice, so then they just wake up after.
Fruit flies are really good model organisms for humans and can tell us a lot about our own systems. A big gap in the literature is how the ecdysone receptor influences fat remodeling, and so by filling in that piece of the puzzle, we can learn more about ourselves.
They're all moving, and I want to put them on new food, so I'm gonna take my gun and kind of wiggle it in there, and they'll just fall asleep.
How would you explain all of that to 8-year-old Frances?
To 8-year-old Frances, I would say that you're looking at a fruit fly and they have fat, like all animals have fat. And at a certain point in their development, it will move through their body and it might change shapes, and that is controlled by a hormone. By studying this hormone and changing it and doing things to it, you can impact how the fat moves. And by looking at what changes when you changes the hormone, you can draw conclusions and connect the dots on what is controlled by what.
Okay, so we have this room. There's also the incubator room, like across the hall, and then there's also like the fly kitchen. So this is our incubation room. This is where I take the images of everything too. So like these are all fridges at like different temperatures.
On a day-to-day basis with the flies, typically I virgin them, which means sorting them by their sex and by age. I set up crosses between different lines of fruit flies so that their progeny will have the traits that I want to see out of them. I mount them on slides during their white prepupa stage, and then 18 hours from then I image them with a fluorescent microscope because I have tagged their fat with green fluorescent proteins, so they glow green under a microscope. I image them, and then based on those images I get to draw conclusions about what is going on for that specific cross.
I move them between different temperatured fridges throughout the day so that they grow how fast I want them to, basically. Because the colder it is, the slower they'll develop. And so like overnight, I don't want them to grow as fast because I'm not here. And so I put them at a couple degrees colder.
Going from like a purely classroom setting to being in research, you have to kind of reframe how you're thinking about it. Failure is not, oh, this didn't work and thus it failed. Failure is another piece of the puzzle. And so if you try something and you work really hard on it and it fails, it doesn't mean you didn't find something. It means you found that this thing doesn't work. And that is all a part of that collective knowledge.
I literally went on the KSU website and I started reading about everyone's research, and then I sent an email to everyone that I thought was interesting over the summer, and I was just like, hey, I'm really interested in what you're doing. I have no experience. I've never done this before.
You just have to trust yourself and just do it. I felt very lost coming into SERP and trying to get into research because I didn't start research freshman year. I had to like take it upon myself to like have the trust and belief in myself that I could do it and start cold emailing people. I was just so scared. And I was like, you just gotta do it scared. I was so terrified to send those emails, and I just like sent them and like closed my laptop really quick and like didn't look at it. And it all worked out, and opportunities just kept coming to me, and I was like, I'm just gonna keep saying yes. Every single opportunity that you reach out for or that reaches out to you is in your best interest of growing you and furthering your education. And so even failing here is fine because you still will learn and grow from it. Being able to do research during undergrad has been really exciting for me and has felt very valuable. Having this opportunity to be in research, be in a field that I am passionate about, it really gave me confidence that I was going the right direction. It's like, okay, I do actually enjoy being in a lab. I'm not gonna like leave undergrad and realize this isn't actually the place for me and have to work that out without the safety net of school. The biggest advice I have for anyone coming to KSU is that you have to just get involved, and just start saying yes to things. You have to have confidence in yourself, even if no one else has confidence in yourself, even if you don't have confidence in yourself. Nobody else knows how much you don't believe in yourself unless you give them reason to. And so if you show up confident and you go, I think I should be a part of this thing, I am passionate about this thing, I care about this thing, I will do well because I will work hard about it. It doesn't matter if you believe those things, you will become those things, and that opportunity will find you. I really found my place through residence life and through research and through other clubs that I'm a part of. I'm not a by nature confident person, and so I had to show up and be like, you want me because I am a good asset and because I care and I'm going to work really hard about it. And no one knew how I truly felt about myself coming into it. And so they said, yes, let's do it. And by going through these things, now I do think I'm a confident person and I do have a place at KSU, but you do have to work for it. It won't just find you, you have to seek it.